undefeated Ghanaian boxer John Laye will battle Robledo in Argentina on Saturday in a WBA World Eliminator at the featherweight division as he moves closer to a world title. The boxer, who has been making final preparations over the week on Argentine soil, has been closely guided by manager Samir Nimado and legendary footballer Asamoah Gyan. Gyan and Nimado, speaking to 3Sports, believe Laye is ready to earn victory.
I told him, listen, I'm not a boxer, but I will inspire you with what I have been through. You know, when it comes to crowd and everything and going to somebody's territory. You know, the fans are going to shout. You know, the fans are going to shout. I always tell him,
3FM,
when I was playing,
92.7.
my most goals that I scored for Ghana was away. My most goals that I scored was an away game. You know, so it's like the fans will be cheering, but you and the opponent are in the ring. And he knows what you are going to do to him. So don't just forget about the crowd and then focus on you and the person in the ring. You know, so he knows what is at stake. And we've watched his clips. We've seen his weakness. We've seen everything. We've had a good game plan that we're going to exhibit. That is what we do. We are there to just guide the boy.
The eliminator between Laye and Robledo will be live on TV3 on Saturday. However, let's shift our attention now to women's football and talk about the ongoing Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Remember that our coverage is proudly brought to you
Champions are not made on match day. They are shaped by belief, opportunity, and the support of those who stand beside them every step of the way. As football takes center stage around the world, Goldfields proudly continues its more than 2 decades of support for Ghana football, backing our national teams and helping grow the game. Goldfields, creating enduring value beyond mining.
Sunrise on 3FM, the best in the morning.
So our coverage of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations is proudly brought to you by Goldfields. To the details where the Black Queens ensure that they qualify for the Intercontinental Playoffs for the FIFA World Cup and keep their dreams alive after a comeback 2-1 victory over neighbours Cote d'Ivoire. Princess Marfo and Josephine Barbonsu scored for the Queens, who now have it all to do in the World Cup playoffs. There's more details in the following report.
After failing to qualify to the semi-finals of the 2026 Women's African Cup of Nations, the Black Queens of Ghana have successfully booked a spot in the playoff tournament for the 2027 Women's World Cup, which will be hosted in Brazil. They edged out Cote d'Ivoire in a 2-1 victory, where Princess Marfo and Josephine Bonsu scored to make sure that Ghana's dreams of qualifying to the World Cup is kept alive. However, this means as the Queens fight for a place in the World Cup 2027, they would also have to be fighting for their spot in the 2028 Olympic Games. In October this year, they will start their pursuit for their maiden appearance at the Olympic Games against Mauritius and play other qualifiers if they are able to qualify from the second round of the competition, which means the Black Queens of Ghana are about to be very busy because in the playoff tournament, they have 4 matches to play, 3 in the preliminary round and 1 in the final round if they are able to successfully qualify from the preliminary round. But for now, the Queens will be excited that their dreams of making it back into the World Cup after missing it for 2 decades is still kept alive.
And so the Black Queens will get to know their fate when it comes to the World Cup because the draw for the Intercontinental Playoffs would be done much later, and the games will play between November and December later this year. But a reminder that for more than 2 decades, Goldfields Ghana has proudly supported Ghana football, standing behind the Black Stars and now the Black Queens, Black Challenge and the Women's Premier League. As the Ghana's national teams continue to inspire the nation and pursue excellence, Goldfields remains proud to support the dreams, aspirations and the future of Ghana football. Empowering through football, Goldfields creating enduring value beyond mining. We still stay on women's football. And that's because we'll be hearing from head coach of the Black Queens, Kim Lasberg again, who says that his side would be ready for the playoffs in November.
Yeah, the message is that you can see a hardworking group with many young good players that they is going to be better and better for sure. We gave us the chance today to still make the World Cup. The next phase, I think it will be in November, December or something like that. And so we will have a lot of time to make sure that we are in a little bit better form than we have been. Even if we worked hard and did our best, it's a lot of time to make sure that we are even better in a few months. I'm extremely proud and happy, and I told them after the game that how well they performed today and how focused they were, and even if we had this bad start, that they were keep going. And I think they really showed up in the best possible way today, so I'm happy with that.
That was head coach of the Black Queens, Kim Lasberg, again speaking there.
Champions are not made on match day. They are shaped by belief, opportunity, and the support of those who stand beside them every step of the way. As football takes center stage around the world, Goldfields proudly continues its more than 2 decades of support for Ghana football, backing our national teams and helping grow the game. Goldfields, creating enduring value beyond mining.
And so a reminder that our coverage of the Women's AFCON is proudly brought to you by Goldfields Ghana. Now, before we go, let's head to Europe, where Manchester United defender Mazraoui says that the ambition of the team is to win titles in the upcoming season. United have been without a trophy in the last 2 seasons since winning the FA Cup back in 2024.
We have big ambitions. We're not going to hide from that. This is a big club, so you have to aim as high as possible. If you see the quality we have, if you see what we did the last half season with Michael Carrick as a manager, it was really good. And it's a base, and you want to work further, and you want to increase that. So yeah, we have to aim really high, and that's trophies, of course.
So that was Mazraoui of Manchester United. A reminder that La Liga would be beginning this weekend, and many other more leagues would be joining in from next week. However, you can get updates on the latest transfer news and more on our social media handles at 3Sports GH. My name is Oreku Ampofo, and Sunrise continues right after this break.